All right, guys, so this is going to be update 14. And not a whole heck of a lot so far, but I plan on doing quite a bit of work here today and on Sunday this weekend. So, as you can see, there's somewhat of a road bed right here. That's the first update, but this is going to be changing. So this is just some acrylic paint painted on the foam, and then I've got a couple of cardboard, not cardboard, but, well, I guess card stock, whatever you want to call it, sidewalks kind of cut out here. And this was just a test run just to see what it would look like right over here. And actually, I'm going to change this around. So what I'm going to be doing is, that's what I'm going to be working on, is this road today. And I'm going to be using this stuff right here. So basically it's spackling, and got all the tools right here. I've got this nice tape, which we can kind of zoom in on it right here. It's just the right, I think it's like 0.04 thickness. It's hard to see right there, but yeah, there you go. And so that'll be sort of the form for the actual road. Got some sanding blocks right there. So what I'm going to do is, these aren't taped down or anything like that. So I'm going to move these. I'm going to include the sidewalk right here. So we're going to put the tape on either side right here. And basically spackle over the whole thing, right? And then we'll do another form for the sidewalk, I think, and actually spackle in the sidewalks too on either side. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it comes out, and then we'll, color it and do all that good stuff. One other update here that I'm almost knocking over. I did get a package of Walter's, what do you call these? I don't know. Spur end bumpers. This one here is just, I put this one together. They come in a package of like 12. So I did this one right here. It's just kind of stuck on with the spray painting right there. So these should fit, if I get this to focus, right, something like that. And then we'll weather it up nicely. Again, that's just straight spray painted over the gray plastic. But we'll do a little bit more weathering on it, and we'll get a couple of those in place over here. And then we'll keep on moving on with all the other stuff here to do. Oh my goodness. So let's see, what other update do I got here? So after doing a little bit of operations and stuff like that, I've kind of figured out I probably had way too many roads in the way for this size layout. So this is going to be literally the biggest road on the layout. And if you recall, I actually had a road planned here that is long gone from that. And then I had a road planned going across here. I'm not going to do that road. So this Shasta beverage industry, what I'm going to do is sort of like, a cul-de-sac. So the road is just going to be a little end cul-de-sac right here, with a driveway going into Shasta beverage here, right? I thought about doing a road across here, but enough roads. Because just the size of the layout, and doing switching operations, sometimes it's like, I can't be stopping at every single road literally for 3 or 4 cars, right? So good idea, but again, things get changed around in planning. Same thing over here. If you recall, last time I don't know where it went, I had a little road backdrop scene right there. There was going to be a road coming across here. That's gone altogether. Just because I want the space for the actual industry. I don't want to have a road right here. And again, like I said, if I had all the roads that I was planning, which was like a road here, a road here, a road here, just moving the train, I'd have to be stopping like every 3 seconds, to go across a road. And I think that's a little bit too much. So similar to the other side over there, here at the Huntington Beach area, this is supposed to be a surfer's outlet. So we'll have a facade over here for surfer's outlet. This is the main line, which basically terminates here in Huntington Beach. And this is the spur for, what is it, reliable lumber, right? So this is going to be the whole lumber yard here. And what I'm going to do is basically simulate this is the yard and the road is off the layout. The road is here someplace, you know, so the entrance to the yard is going to be off layout here, kind of similar to like a facade. So we have more stuff for the actual scenery here instead of roads everywhere. And then one of the other things I was thinking is, obviously this is very flat, and generally the area I'm modeling, which is, you know, Orange County, basically running from like, you know, South LA, La Mirada, Cerritos, and then it comes around to Stanton, Westminster, and eventually into Huntington Beach. It's generally flat. There's a few little hilly things like that. And so just to add a little bit more interest here, on this section here, if you recall, I said I was going to have a road coming across here like that. Junkyard over here, Sanford and Son Salvage. And this is the one of the spurs coming into Southern California Edison. Okay. No more road over here. Again, because when I'm running operations here, there's just way too many roads and way too many, you know, stopping and slowing down at the roads and everything like that. And then just backing up off of like this spur coming over here, I'm actually getting into the road and whatnot. And it's just too many roads. I need a bigger layout to have all the roads that I was planning on having. So we're going to add a little bit of elevation here. Now, what I'm planning on doing is maybe just a slight hill or something right along here, basically where my hand is right there. Something to kind of separate this section from this section, because technically this is Stanton and this is Westminster, which is modeling a whole bunch of mileage here, like 10 miles or something, just in this one little 8-inch space or something. And so, yeah, so what I'm going to do here is just sort of do some little divide here. And like I said, in the prototype area, there are some little hills like that, you know, generally flat, but, you know, it's not flat, like, you know, Midwest, whatever, flat. So that's update 14 for the layout. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to record some of the road work right here. I don't know if we'll put it all together in the same video. Probably. We'll see how long this thing is. And then we'll see how this comes out. Alright guys, so I just took some of this 3M tape, made basically a form for it. You can see it runs either side, all the way across the rails. You gotta think about that. Yeah, all the way to the end there. And so that's basically gonna be the form. I'm going to throw some spackle in there, put a light coat all the way around here. I'll have to kind of build it up because obviously the road's going to get a little bit higher and has to get up to the grade here. But, you know, we're not going to have that kind of a roadway right there. So I'll see how I'm going to handle that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the spackle and start spackling here. All right, so spackling. Pretty straightforward, just kind of spreading it around. The thing is, the thickness here in the center, I'm using kind of a smaller one here, you know, to spread it out, because we're going to sand this, and I'll try to get as much of this smooth as I can. But the really important thing is to have the edge nice and covered, and then I'm going to go ahead and start working on the other side and across the rails here, and then sort of build it up right here as it comes up over the actual rails. All right, I kind of screwed up over here. So what I realized was I'm actually going to be putting in at the rail here, we're going to be putting in, you know, sort of like concrete pads here. So what I should have done is put another piece of tape right across here to end the spackle, but, and then over there, because I'm not going to spackle into here. This is all, well, maybe a little bit in here eventually, but I'm going to have like a styrene concrete pad going over there and through the rail and on this side. So we'll clean that up once it, you know, kind of dries up a little bit here. And anyway, the roadway kind of raises up over here a little bit, but not quite to the level here. So I think I'm still good because I'll put the styrene on top of that. And then I'm still going to have to spackle to sort of, you know, get the roadway sloping down correctly. I think the important part here is not so much the thickness here, and generally this will all get smoothed out, all these little things like that. But in order to have a nice clean edge, once I pull this tape up, you want to be, you know, like right there, I gotta touch that up right there. You can see how like it's a little bit lower than the tape, but that's the important part right there, because that's the edge of the sidewalk actually, and the sidewalk's going to go right here, right? Sidewalk. There's going to be a medium here, maybe a couple of trees in them, and then the sidewalk right here. So, yep, that's how it's going. I'm going to let this dry and then sand it down and see what it looks like. And then I think I'm going to go fabricate the actual grade crossing concrete pads. And the plan is to take some styrene, like I said, and cut it to shape, stick it in there, decorate it, kind of thing. Make it look like concrete pads. All right, guys, so the roadway over here by Royal Plywood is still drying out. And I figured, what the heck, I am spackling and paving, so I might as well do SoCal Edison here. So you can see the tape. I've got the tape laid out to kind of define the boundary. Everything inside of here, including that track, is all going to get spackled, right? And then this is a section where I'm going to have a kind of a building and a crane thing here. So that's a big section of spackle there. Look at that. So I'm going to go get spackling with that. All right, spackle is all over Southern California Edison. Got a few wonky spots right there. It actually looks worse on the video than it is in real life. But got it relatively smooth. Again, we'll do a little touch up here. Kind of the more I screw around with the spackle, the more I kind of mess it up. So once I got it to at least this sort of finish, I think I'm good. It's across the tracks. You know, we'll do some sanding right there. We'll try to level this out a little bit. This will get evened out with the sanding, but basically got it all in there. I have to do a little touch up right there, but it actually looks bigger on the camera than it is in real life. I'll be cleaning all this out. That's the one section I didn't do right there. I think I'm going to do like a piece of styrene or something in there. I don't know. We'll see how I handle that, but obviously I don't want to get it in between the rails right there. You know, obviously on the low side right here, that's already touching, so that's good. I don't know. I'll figure out how to do that little part right there, but for the most part, it's pretty even. Again, a little sanding right there will take care of that. Smooth it all out. And yeah, that'll get sanded down. That's actually a little high spot right there. All right. Whew. Man, this is messy. But it is what it is. It should look pretty good. We'll color it all up as concrete and asphalt, different sections. All right. More to come. All right, guys, so I think I'm going to call this like part 1. So this will be update 14, part 1. We're paving because I don't want the video to get too long. So I'm going to go ahead and let SoCal Edison here dry up along with our roadway here. And then don't forget to hit a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And if you're new and want to follow along as I do my Southern California UP Orange County railroad layout here. And don't forget to hit the bell button there, ding ding, you know the drill. You subscribe and you get notified and all that good stuff. All right, see you in part 2. Take care, guys.